Welcome to Goodbye Teams, Hello Folders. Now, this video is going to address probably the one feature change in Workstation 8 that's getting the most attention out there on the blogs, and that is that the previous Workstation versions had a functionality in them known as a team. And what this was is it allowed you to group a number of virtual machines together, and then the members of that group or the member of virtual machines could be managed as one single unit or as a team. For example, you could click on the team and start up all the machines that were part of the team. And you could also tell one machine, for example, that might be the server, you could tell it to start up first. You could tell the other ones to wait a few seconds before they started up. That way the server could get up and going and get security going. And you could limit bandwidth to all the members in the team to run various tests and so forth. You could do packet loss tests on the team, that sort of thing. Well, this has changed now. And so in the new Workstation 8, the concept of teams is still there, but it's no longer called teams, nor is it implemented in the old way. Workstation 8 is introducing something called folders as a replacement for teams. Now, for people who are heavily invested in teams, this creates an onset of panic about what's going to happen, and you don't need to worry. Instead of launching the Teams wizard to manage a group of machines, you simply create a folder out there in the library. You can right-click on the computer icon in the folder at the very top and just add a folder. You can add subfolders, and then any virtual machine that you create in one of those folders or you copy into the folder now has the equivalent of what we used to know as team functionality. Now, there are some differences between the two. For example, you can still start a group of machines up, but the way they've constructed it, you don't quite have the granular control you used to have. We'll talk about that later, but there are a few little differences, and to really get the bottom line on the changes between folders and teams, I'm going to point you to this particular website out there. You can just go to VMware and just do a search on teams versus folders or folders versus teams, and you'll get here. And that's probably the best way. By the time you get this may have changed, but this URL right now will take you to a fair amount of information on the differences between folders and teams. Now, let me give you just a couple little easy things here to remember. What's different in folders? Well, the power on, power off all machines aspect is a little different. You now select the folder, and once you select the folder, the toolbar play, stop, and suspend button will power on and off all those machines, and then the way we determine the times between them is now a global option. Delay your virtual machine start times is now a global preference setting. Now, you did lose some functionality here. You did lose a little bit of control. However, VMware is very quick to say that for the efficiencies they added into the system, for performance issues and so forth, architecture, it's worth the trade-off. Okay, I'll let you investigate that and make that call. Now, they've also moved the bandwidth throttling and packet loss functionality. It used to be done on a team basis on a virtual network adapter. They've now moved that out to just the straight virtual network adapter because that's where it was taking place anyway. So they've really just relocated this particular functionality. They didn't really make any major changes. It's in a different place in the interface. You'll actually see that later in a separate video. So you've got some minor changes here, nothing drastic. Nothing scary. I think you're going to like folders better. It is just a little bit different. I'll do a separate video a little bit later on about converting from old teams to the new folders and all that sort of thing. So anyway, just know, yes, teams have gone away. Folders are here. I think you're going to like them. It's not a major departure from how it behaves. It's kind of a nomenclature, visual change, and the folders are just a little more elegant.